the minority have the first bite.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I thank you, Honorable Speaker, for that communication. And Honorable Speaker, as you have indicated, we as leaders have a duty to resolve all issues that are of concern to the people that we represent, Honorable Speaker. And it is indeed true, Honorable Speaker, that as you have said, His Excellency the President and the former Prime Minister on 2nd of April, Sunday evening, did communicate to the country their intent to engage in a bipartisan process to resolve some of the issues that have been of concern. And Honorable Speaker, I also want to agree with you that this process, Honorable Speaker, can only be successful if there is that collegiality that you have mentioned. There is absolute good faith in all the engagements, Honorable Speaker. And indeed, that is why last week, at the end of last week, Honorable Speaker, myself and the Leader of Majority in the Senate did write to both of you, the Speaker in the Senate and the Speaker in the National Assembly, to notify you of our intent and our very keen interest to get this process moving. And Honorable Speaker, we also took liberty to share with you the thoughts of the draft motion. And I want to agree with you, Honorable Speaker, that indeed, in that spirit of collegiality and bipartisanship, it is good that our thoughts are shared with our colleagues in the minority. And Honorable Speaker, because this is a matter that is important to the country, let me also mention we have indeed been consulting informally with our colleagues in the minority, because we are all intent, and I believe even the leadership in the minority, both in the House and out of the House, are intent on resolving these issues. And Honorable Speaker, as you have already directed in your communication, I shall be reaching out and writing to the minority leadership, and hopefully maybe with both here and in the Senate, for us to have a forum, Honorable Speaker, and I would beg that your office as chairperson of the Parliament Service Commission does facilitate, so that we have a forum for talks before the talks, as my good friend, the Honorable Opio, and I likes to taunt me about talks before the talks. And I agree with him, because as you have mentioned, such a motion, Honorable Speaker, can only come to establish this committee if we are agreed on the terms of reference and what the committee is going to look into. And therefore, it is not lost on me, Honorable Speaker, that we cannot have a motion that is not agreed on. And therefore, I will be taking up that direction and challenge, Honorable Speaker, and this afternoon, indeed, by the time the Honorable Leader of Minority retreats to his office, he will find a letter on his desk asking that hopefully before the end of this week, we have a forum, which I do pray that Parliament will be able to facilitate. Hopefully with the Leader of Minority in the National Assembly, the Leader of Minority in the Senate, the Leader of Majority in the Senate, and the proposed co-chairs that have been proposed by both coalitions, to be able to sit now and harmonize whatever issues that will be up for deliberation. And Honorable Speaker, with those few remarks, let me invite all of us, as you have said, Honorable Speaker, to, one, be measured in what we say and what we do. Because, Honorable Speaker, the only thing that we have that we must value in this country is the peace and tranquility we enjoy. Any disruption to that peace and tranquility does not augur well either for us as leaders or for the people that we represent. But as leaders, Honorable Speaker, we have a bigger responsibility and duty to safeguard that peace and tranquility that the people of Kenya enjoy, because they have elected all of us, and even those leaders who are not in elective positions, but they hold leadership positions in this country. They have a responsibility to ensure that we hold our country together, Honorable Speaker, and the people of Kenya have bestowed all the trust in us to be able to resolve issues that are of concern to them and even to us, Honorable Speaker. And I want to end by saying that I am confident, Honorable Speaker, that working and reasoning together, we should be able to sit as leaders and be able to come up with solutions, be able to harmonize the motion on the terms of reference and what this committee will be doing. And by the time, Honorable Speaker, the motion for approval of that committee and its terms of reference comes to the House, we should not be in a situation where we are throwing words at each other, either inside or outside Parliament, Honorable Speaker, that we will have a very collegiate process that involves all of us, and that will be for the benefit of our country, Honorable Speaker. With those remarks, Honorable Speaker, I stand guided by your communication, and as I've indicated, I will be writing, and as I've said, I have been consulting with the leadership in the minority so that we work together in this respect. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Opio Wandai, Minority Leader.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, let me make a few comments.